Hello, sixth grade teachers. Welcome, welcome. I hope your year's been going good. This video is for concept 1.2, or 2.1. So hopefully your year's been flying by, things are going well, you're feeling comfortable, and you're just excited for all the learning taking place. So let's go ahead and dive into our lab today. This one is a simulation. We are doing activity 9. This is 2.1, activity 9. I'm going to go ahead and get there. As always, multiple ways to get to our activities. I like using the curriculum map. All right. As this loads up, you know that there are the student guide and the teacher's guide. That will probably be, the student guide will probably be very useful on this one. And I'll explain why in a second. This is a pretty good way. Students at this point should know, you heat water, cool water, you freeze it, boil it. They should probably know that part by now. It's not bad to review it. The main focus about what this gives students is a visualization about what's happening with the molecules. And also they can compare with other substances, not just water. They also get to look at mercury and methanol. And what's cool about that is, let's go ahead and get that started, is while we kind of know, we know water freezes at 0 degrees, and this is in Celsius. I don't think you can change that. But water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius and boils at 100. But when you get different materials in there, all of a sudden it's different temperatures, and that might be a concept students didn't know. So the main thing is you drag your material in there, it's reading out the temperature, and you can tell it to cool down, and you'll see that happen. And one thing that you want the two students to know is check the temperature at which the molecules actually freeze. So that when you saw at 0, that's when they froze, and they can note that on their student worksheet. Because when they go through the different mercury and methanol, they'll find different values, and that might be a good conversation. There's a little quick learning, so there's different questions. It's the same questions for each one. So can you describe what happened to the water, mercury, methanol, whichever one you're on? And then what happened to the molecules? And it gives it a nice, talks about the lattice structure, which is kind of a term that might be new to them. And so then you can also heat up, and we'll go ahead and do that real quick just so you can visualize it, but I'm not going to keep clicking through all of them. So again, my main thing for this lab, like I can talk about freezing and boiling temperature, but it's hard to do that visualization about what the molecules do as you change state. So I really like that little window down to the molecular window. So I would really focus the discussion on that as you go throughout this lesson, and that different materials melt and boil at different temperatures. I think the students will find that very interesting. I'll give one example of that. So if you have mercury and you're trying to heat it up, you'll see it just how hot it has to get before you finally get to boiling. I think it's up near the 300s. And yeah, about 350. So, well, okay, that is that simulation. As always, do that. You got the teacher's guide, student guides down here. This might be a good group work. You could do this as a whole class. I think students will probably do better with this one investigating on their own. So would love to see how you guys are implementing these and use them in your classroom. I'm always love those ideas, and then to share them out as well. So I hope things are going well for you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.